Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome back, guys, or welcome if this is your first time. Listen, I know I've been gone for quite a while, and bi'idhnillah, inshallah, in one of the videos in the near future, we can touch on that. However, right now we're going to be speaking on pros and cons of coming to Egypt, whether that's to study the deen or whether that's to study just the Arabic language, whatever it is. We're going to be speaking about pros and cons of coming to this country. So, like some of you may know, for the past 2 years, I've been here in Egypt, specifically in Cairo, studying the Arabic language and the Quran. Okay, so when it comes to this topic, I have a few experiences, that I can give you guys. So my first pro is basically when it comes to Egypt, I'm just gonna say this before I say my first pro. When it comes to Egypt, it's a country that literally, if you have the sufficient amount of funds, then you're able to do whatever you want, right? So just keep that in mind. So the first pro that I have for you guys is Egypt is a very easy country for you to travel, right? It doesn't take a whole bunch of jumping through loops to get a visa and this, that, and the third. Especially as an American, you get an entry visa, you get a 30-day entry visa at the airport when you arrive. Right, it costs like $25, and you get that entry visa, and then the process of getting a visa extension after that, it's fairly easy. It may be difficult while doing it, but at the end of the day, you're gonna be able to get it. So that's my first pro. It's very easy to travel here. If you wanted to leave today and you had the sufficient amount of funds, you can book your ticket, you can be gone, and the moment you arrive here, it's just an easy process overall. Pro number 2 of coming to Egypt is that there are a countless amount of Arabic institutes for one to come and learn the Arabic language, specifically for non-native speakers of Arabic language. People who want to come here, people like me who are from America who didn't speak the Arabic language and who just wants to learn the basics, right, from ground zero. This place has a countless number of institutes that one can attend to reach that goal of theirs. Okay, and the third pro of coming to Egypt is that it's very easy to find a place to live. Okay, it's not like America in which you gotta, jump through all these loopholes and credit checks and background checks. No, I can literally come with cash. I can literally come with cash today and walk around. Like literally how I got this house, me and my friend, we literally walked around and we came and we asked people, is there any apartments for rent that are available? And we came and we saw it, and literally the same day we had the money, we put down our deposit, we wrote the contract, and it was finished just like that. So it's very easy to find housing here. My fourth pro for one coming to Egypt is it is very cheap. Now, when I say this one, guys, it doesn't mean that it's you can't spend money here, because no, you can spend money anywhere. If you're not a disciplined person with your funds, then you can spend a lot of money in Egypt, right? However, what I mean is that, for instance, $1 American dollar, $1 US dollar is equal to around 20 Egyptian pounds, right? And basically what I'm saying is that if you're good with money, it can stretch a long way. Me, right now, I live in a nice area. Aside from the noise, it's a lot of construction going on around me, but I live in a relatively nice area right now, and I have an apartment. I have a 1-bedroom apartment, and I pay like maybe $400. And there's apartments for way cheaper than that, but this is just an example that I'm giving to you, okay? So keep that in mind. It's very cheap to come here. It doesn't take a large fortune or whatever the case is. So if you're ready to go, you can up and leave today, and you'll find a way. Okay, guys, my fifth and final pro for this video is there is a lot of easy access to private teachers. Okay, there's easy access to teachers. Like I said in the beginning, that here, if you have money, you pretty much have anything you want, right? There's an abundant amount of teachers, qualified teachers, to teach you any subject that you would like. And they'll charge you a small free fee and you can have a private tutor in no time. Okay guys, so now we got the pros out of the way. I hope those were beneficial. Now I'm going to get into the cons of coming to Egypt that one may want to consider. And fortunately, they're not a lot, not in this video anyway. Okay, so the first one I want to say is lack of structure. For a person that's coming here to study, if you're not a disciplined person and you're not very good with structuring your own study schedule and things like this, then it can be a bit difficult, because here it's like free for all. Like you'll go, like I said, they have many programs that you can go to, but those programs are typically in general anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. Most of them are about 2 hours a day to study Arabic, right? And there are some more structured programs and institutes that you can go to, but in general, the ones that most people know about and the ones that I'm talking about right now, it's just a class, right? It's a class, it's a course that you go to for about 2 hours for 5 days a week, and that's it. So the rest of your day, you can choose to structure it in whatever way that you would like. You know, versus going to a place like Medina University, in which it's an actual university, you live on the campus, you have your day and your different courses structured for you. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a bit different with that, and that's something that I personally struggled with for a while with being here. Okay guys, so my second con to coming to Egypt is it is not a very sanitary place. It's not a very clean place. For me personally, this isn't such a big deal. I kind of expected it to be, you know, I kind of expected that, you know. However, I know some people who have come here and it has, like, you know, they weren't able to deal with the conditions, you know. So for instance, sometimes, you know, it's ways to avoid this too, especially like with eating out. I don't eat out too much anymore, because, you know, you might go to a place and get a sandwich and the person making your sandwich with his bare hands, you know, I've been to a place and his nails were black and he's like peeling potatoes and peeling you know, stuff and throwing it in your sandwich and handling your food with his bare black nailed hands, you know. So that's definitely a con, and hopefully, you know, we pray that Allah, you know, assist and aid the Muslims to be more sanitary and more clean. However, that is a reality here in Egypt that you may want to consider. Okay guys, so my last con for this video, and perhaps this is actually the biggest con for me that I found since being here, is that people can be very rude. And I understand that people are rude everywhere. Everywhere in the world, you have nice people and mean people, right? Smart people, ignorant people, clean people, dirty people, right? We get it. However, here it's very common. So, for instance, just to give you example, you know, you may be in the store and then people just cut you, you know, and if you say something, they look at you like you're crazy. Like, this is very normal. You understand what I'm saying? They don't stop for traffic here. Like, if you gotta find your way. Like, they don't stop if you're walking. They don't stop for pedestrians. You understand what I'm saying? And there's many other things. So that's it for the cons, guys. And what I will say before I end this video is the cons that I mentioned, don't let it discourage you. If your purpose is to come here, or if you're thinking of coming to Egypt, especially if you're thinking about coming for the purpose of studying and the purpose of learning the Arabic language or learning the Quran to get closer to Allah, then there shouldn't be much. There shouldn't be anything that's going to deter you. For anyone who's thinking of coming here, my advice is to come. However, keep these things in mind and don't have this glamorous, perfect idea of what living in a Muslim country or coming to Egypt is going to look like. And, you know, come with a realistic mindset that there's no perfect place in the world. There's no ideal 100% perfect situation in this life. And I believe that if you keep that in mind, you will be in better shape once you actually make the move. Once you actually travel to this country or a country like this, you will be in much better shape than one who just has this perfect idea in their head about what it's going to be like for them. So that is it for this video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Stay tuned, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, positive, negative, it doesn't matter. Let me know what you think. Let me know what some of your goals are. If you ever thought about coming to Egypt, like, subscribe, and bi'idhnillah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.